We begin today with the blockbuster news from yesterday evening that Tom Brady is unretired. That didn't last long, did it? It was 40 days and 40 nights, like the biblical rain that led to Noah's Ark. Wilbon, Brady will be back with Tampa Bay. What does the brevity of his retirement say to you?
Well, Tony, he didn't retire. He didn't have a retirement. He announced he was going to retire. He didn't retire. And I thought it was really appropriate, fitting, if you will, that picture we just saw, that video, started with his wife and children. Because Tom Brady was very public about this, and he said openly, he was going to change his life and move in a direction where his wife and children, his family, were more important to him now. Yeah. And who doesn't understand that at 45 years old, at any age? You and I often make fun of it. You have a great line over the years where you said, yeah, that's nice, but your family doesn't even want you around. And it's a nice joke to make, Tony. But I thought at the time, because his wife has publicly said, I'm tired of watching him get hit. I don't like that. That the time comes in every family dynamic when somebody says, hey, come on now, and you were influenced. You believe that at that time. And you say, you know what? She or they can be really appropriate here, and maybe I need to think about something else. That happens in every. I talked to football players this morning who told me they've had similar conversations. They didn't come right back like Brady. And my conclusion is Brady didn't want to go. He never wanted to go. He didn't retire. He only announced it.
Yeah. So, first of all, I will just say that when he announced his retirement, I believed he was going to retire. I believed he'd taken a long time to think about he was going to retire. So yesterday, I'm watching the ESPN bracket show. It's in the evening. And there's a lot of stuff on the screen because guys are talking about teams, so they show footage of the teams. And then at the bottom of the screen, there's a crawl. And the crawl is who's going to play next and where they're going to play and when they're going to play. And at my age, this is a lot of moving parts. And I'm trying real hard to keep up with it. And then the bottom of the screen, in a giant red banner, it says breaking news. And I thought, whoa, did I just hit the dial to CNN? What happened here? But I was on ESPN and it said Tom Brady will play with Tampa Bay. And I was utterly stunned by this, as were everybody on the show, as was everybody watching. And if you don't think it's like an enormous story that took precedence over the NCAA, well, which is 3 days away anyway, just go ahead and look at the sports page of your local paper when it's in the top right, the lead position. Mike, I never understood why he was going to retire. At 44 years old, he led the NFL in passing yards and touchdowns. But I heard what he said, the same that you heard. I just think people are creatures of habit. And every day for the last 25 years has been accounted for with something having to do with football. And he probably took a deep breath and he said, I miss this. I want to do it. I want to do it.
He always wanted to do it. Doing it. I told you last night, my take was slightly different than yours, and that he wanted to do it. By the way, this whole thing, the NCAA Selection Sunday is a holy day to me. It's been that all my life. It's been that 50 years, and especially the last 35 or 40. Holy day. I don't even want Tom Brady interrupting Selection Sunday. So that annoyed the hell out of me that this news couldn't have come Thursday or next Tuesday or during the play-in part of the tournament in Dayton. I was really annoyed by that.
Breaking news.
Influence, Tony.
Breaking news.
Influence, to me, led him to announce a retirement he could not execute. It's not good or bad. It just is. It is what it is.
Wants to play. Wants to play.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.